Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome yet to another Starcraft English commentary. We're going to continue on with the Laddernet series game between Flash and random guys on the internet. It's going to be a rematch between Flash and Hyun. They played a couple of games so far. If you looked up my Laddernet series, you will find them all. This time around, it's going to be a very amazing encounter because guess what? The map these guys are going to be playing on, it is going to be this map right here. Monty Hall, and as you can see the map stats on the right side of the screen, Monty Hall 46.5% win rate for Zerg versus Terran, and we saw that crazy game between the Rush and Soki, right, as part of the ASL round of 16, what is it, Group A matches or something like that. So this map has some potential for some crazy epicness, so that's what we have in store for us here. Flash is not playing in the ASL. He's got his own like little Flash SL party going on, and he's playing in every single round. That's exactly what we have right here. So anyways, have a seat to grab something and let's enjoy this game. By the way, I guarantee you this game is gonna be semi-epic. So maybe I'm gonna give it a score of 7.5 out of 10. Something like a 1 fire, probably not a 2 fire game, but possibly a 1 fire game. So anyways, once again, Monty Hall, this map is interesting because there are 3 lanes, and as a Zerg player you want to expand to one of the lanes. Usually it's gonna be the top lane or the bottom lane because those lanes will get you access to the other bases around this map. If you just quickly once again show you what the map artifact looks like, as you can see there are a lot of other bases on this map that are easily accessible towards towards the top right and the bottom left corner of the screen. So that's what we have going on for us here. It's gonna be very unlikely that the Zerg player takes the middle lane, and knowing this, I think the Terran player can actually decide to go for some crazy shenanigans. But anyways, yeah, Flash located at the top left in the purple color. He's gonna be going for marine, I guess barracks first and then gas. So this signals to me that he's gonna be going for a fast factory. Is he gonna try to hide a factory somewhere here? Looks like we're gonna be having a third hatchery coming down. So this is an interesting build here from Hyun. Looks like the drone meets the SCV. Very interesting, and of course the drone is going to be able to attack the SCV because the drone can heal itself, whereas the SCV is not going to be able to heal itself. Okay, looks like the middle lane is going to be what Hyun goes for. So this is going to be a 3 hatch build before gas. This build is very popular on this map for the Zerg player because the Terran player is kind of not in a position to intercept here. Anyways, this drone might get attacked by the SCV. He's going to be waiting on the other side of the map. We're going to be having what it looks to me like a factory. So is this going to be a floated factory? So that he gets very fast vultures out, or it is going to be just a temporary solution to go into starport and possibly to go into raids here. I actually don't know how this map would work out when one player has got 3 hatcheries, yeah, and the Terran player has got nothing. Anyways, an idle drone there, as you can see in the corner. We have the spawning pool about halfway done. Looks like the factory will complete now, so we shall see what is going to be the next move of choice for our friend Flash here. He is going to be making a vulture. I don't know how this would work because he will actually need to, get the vulture out somewhere. But for the timing, he's going to be going for a starport. As for Hyun, he's going to be going for a creep colony in the right lane. Here in the middle lane, he's got nothing so far. This SV was going to check out. Does he see the hatchery in the middle lane? I don't think he's got vision of that area just yet. But for the time, he's going to try to come out here. We have a preemptive sunken. This is interesting because, yeah, the vulture is going to start to move towards the right side. This is a nice move. I want to, wouldn't it be much better to actually, to build a factory somewhere here and float it over? But I guess this way, you get to kind of hide it a little bit more. Anyways, this SV is almost dead, but not completely dead. There's going to be a Hydrodent. Behind this is going to be a double starport build. Double starport build is, of course, very interesting. Okay, we do have another vulture going in the middle lane, guys. So this is going to be very interesting. He needs to kind of clear out these middle patches, and looks like this vulture is not going to try to go in here. The Zerg is going to try to hold the front door here, this small choke, so that the vulture cannot get in, but the other vulture is going to get through, and we do have an overlord that sees that what's going on. We're going to be having double raids coming out. As you can see, raids are being produced. On the Zerg side, we're going to be having 3 Hydrodents being morphing and muscular augments. I think that is going to be Hydrodent speed. We have a single Zergling getting sniped, and that vulture is going to try to get inside. One more Zergling has been sniped. So for the timing, Flash is holding nicely. Hyun is holding nicely, but I'm not. What is the plan for Flash? Because the Zerg player is going to get up to 3 bases, mining very nicely, and the Hydralisks are here. He's going to try to go and hunt for the drone. One drone is going to fall. And no, the drone is gonna be able to go inside the main, guys, and that drone doesn't die. This is very interesting. He's gonna try to go in here, and do we have something being morphed, and that is gonna be an overlord. So this vulture is gonna be able to actually do a lot of damage. It is actually attacks in the back here, and looks like the vulture dies. That's very unfortunate for Flash, but we do have double raids coming out, and there's gonna be some hydras here. We need to get some cloak technology, and I think cloak technology should be underway at some point. One drone is gonna get sniped, another drone is gonna snipe, because those drones have been damaged from before. Another drone might die, but these raids, they're also damaged. They're trying to go in here, and what is going to be morphed? It looks like we're going to be having more hydras being morphed in the back. One more drone getting sniped right away. So Flash got 3 kills already. He's gonna head towards the expansion. He will see some more forces, but I think this raid is gonna finally go back. He's gonna be having more raids in the back, and Cloak is being researched for Flash. More attacks happening on this side of the map. Trying to go for the Overlord. Of course, he's not gonna be able to do anything here because it's just way too many Hydralists. And it's gonna be what is this group spy? What is this upgrade? Increase Hydralist attack range. Okay, going for range, upgrade is gonna be a good idea here for Flash. He's gonna be going for Cloak, and behind it, just massive raid, and then switching into barracks. Very interesting. But yeah, these 3 hatcheries for the Zerg player is looking not so bad, guys. So that's something we actually need to think about. And finally, we're going to be having Lair because Hyun wants to get his Overlord speed at some point as well, because with Cloak Raid, you need to have Overlord speed to actually have everything covered correctly here. But yeah, anyways, for the time being, I'm gonna give the advantage slightly to Hyun. As you can see, his supply is even better than Flash's supply. He's got a healthy economy. Flash has got the tech, but that's it. He just has the tech. He doesn't have the additional command center. We're gonna be having some more sniping. What is this sniping action here? There's 4 raids looking to attack something, but there are no opening. There are no opening at all. So Flash is gonna back up. Behind this, I guess, yeah, just a lot of hydras amassing, and I think by the time this leg finishes, there's gonna be a quick upgrade towards Overlord speed. And I think at some point in this game, you need to start to move out and apply the pressure and make sure that Flash cannot easily take an expansion. Yeah, because this is all that Flash has for now. More raids trying to look for some kind of openings, but there are no openings. There's going to be more raids coming. And what is Flash's plan? He's stopped building the raids now. He's going to be going for massive Marines here. A lot of Marines, a lot of medics. He's researching Stim. He's gonna try to open up the middle lane and do an attack here. So a lot of Hydralists against a lot of bio. Which side will win? That is gonna be the question I want to have here. But now we're gonna be having 7 raids moving across the map. A nice Spore in the right position to actually spot, and this Spore are not able to stop those raids coming in. And Flash is very precise with his nuclear attacks, right? No pun intended, because these raids sniping the drones are like nuclear attacks. They're gonna try to go inside the main, and there are gonna be some detection in here. There's gonna be another drone that gets sniped. A lot of drones are getting sniped here, and 1 raid dies in the process supply wise here. 47 and Flash 52. Flash scanned the main just to see how many defenses it got. It's going to be an evolution chamber upgrading carapace as well as Overlord speed. So Overlord speed is underway. I think by the time Overlord speed is done, I think it's going to be the moment for him to start to move out. Flash is going to open up the middle lane with some medic marine. So what is going to be next move here? The right response would be lurkers. Does he have lurkers? Looks like lurker is being researched but not yet done. We need to have some sunkens in position, and these sunkens are going to get attacked for the time being. But there's a lot of hydras. I think with these many hydras, it's going to be possible to actually hold. Do we actually need sunkens? I mean, do hydras do damage enough against bio? I'm not so sure. Anyways, the bio ball is going to be arriving very soon now, and this is going to be a tense moment. These these raids going to try to attack the extractor to stop the extraction of gas. We'll be having a nice attack here, but Hydra's going to be buying so much time, and these medic marines going to get backing up. So that's a nice defense, and we do have the first lurkers of the game being morphed here. Looks like Overlord speed is done. Supply wise, Hyun 59 and Flash 59. It's a very similar supply situation for these players, and of course 3 hatcheries. 3 hatcheries. And what is Flash's plan? Because he's still on 1 base. He's still on 1 base the entire game. He's going for mass bio, and he's going to be going for drop. This is a nice solution here to the problem. And looks like on this side of the map, Hyun's got nothing. He's going to be morphing lurkers, but all of his forces are on the middle lane. He's all in the middle lane, and there's going to be a drop towards the right lane here, and Hyun is completely underprepared for this. He doesn't know, guys. He doesn't know that his enemy has got drops Okay, looks like some of the Hydras have... Okay, where are the rest of the forces? They're kind of going somewhere. There's going to be a lurker attack. Okay, looks like Hyun is going to be going for the frontal attack. Behind this, a lot of medic marines are going to start to move on, and Hyun is going to initiate a slight base trade here. Are these lanes open? I guess they are opened, but there's going to be a lot of forces dying before Hyun can actually, you know, attack Flash. And looks like these drones are forced to get evacuated. They're running all the way inside. What do we have in terms of defense? There's going to be some Hydras. What is Hyun's plan? He's going to move across the map. The lurkers need to deploy themselves. There's going to be a slight base trade here. The lurkers are actually not being used correctly, and one lurker has fallen. Two lurkers have fallen behind us. Flash is gonna destroy every single, you know, forces in the second base, but these Hydras have breached this area, and this Overlord's gonna start to move out. We do have a tank in the area, and looks like this is gonna be a nice base trade here. This, what is it, lair researching Overlord, I don't know, range maybe, is gonna be getting disrupted, and we're gonna be having lurkers in the base of Flash, and Flash is losing stuff left and right. This lurker needs to deploy itself. It's not deploying itself. It's gonna try to go inside the main, and there's gonna be some forces in the main. No, there's nothing. There's nothing, and it looks like here Flash is gonna be losing all of his barracks, but we do have... Oh my god, looks like one Overlord only. This is gonna be the only Overlord in the game. This lurker needs to deploy themselves, but they're not deploying themselves. Lurker's gonna lay down. I do have scan. There is scan. There's scan. So these Hydras will all die, I think. But behind this, Flash is destroying the hatchery left and right. Every single building is gonna be building here or going down, and we do have these forces start to go on this side of the map, and he starts to need to make some Hydras, because he can still make Hydras. It looks like everything get cleared out, but there's gonna be lurkers inside of Flash's main, guys. Freaking ridiculous attacks. And every single forces in here is gonna get destroyed. Looks like he's gonna try to destroy the scanner. The scanner falls. There's gonna be nothing to actually see these lurkers. The scanner dies. The scanner dies. What is going to be the next move here for both of these players? These medic marines will destroy every single thing, and indeed this Hydra is going to be falling. We do have lurkers. He just need to morph lurkers now and morph nothing else, only lurkers. What about science vessels? Do we have science vessel? I think there is something. There's a science vessel. The science vessel clear everything, and these SCVs can return to mining. So Flash will resume mining momentarily here, and the game is freaking crazy. Looks like the Hydra is gonna try to save this base, and looks like this hatchery will fall. Everything is gonna get resetted. We do have a lurk in the process. The Hydra then died, but very good for Hyun is that his what is it? His lair is still alive. His lair is still functioning. He's gonna be able to make and God knows what, but whatever. And Flash is gonna have to rebuild everything here supply-wise. Hyun is 51. Flash is 43. Freaking insane game base rate. Monty Hall. I told you this map is freaking insane for all kind of matchup, and I wish we have more of these games. But anyways, there's gonna be some what is it? Raids to coming out. Yeah, these raids are still the unknowns in the equation, guys. These raids will be able to turn the tide of the battle, because both players have very few number of forces remaining. A single vultures go through, and there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's no sunken. There's no hydras. And yeah, now there's gonna be some Hydra, so this vulture is gonna back up. What is gonna be Flash's plan? He's moving things around. There's gonna be cloak raid. If he can snipe this hatchery, and as well as the evolution chamber is gonna be great. He goes to the evolution chamber. The evolution chamber is almost dead from before, and indeed the evolution chamber is gonna be falling. So that's gonna be unfortunate here. There's no Overlord in the area. So Hyun has lost his evolution chamber. Flash is gonna have to rebuild a lot of things, and the game just completely reset. There's gonna be tank going for research of siege mode, guys. So siege mode together with medic marine is going to be what Flash is going to be going for. These raids are actually just panning out, and then looking for random overlords. This overlord is going to be able to land some lurker. Two lurker need to land on the on the ground right away, because he cannot run home. I don't think they can run home. He's going to try to run home anyways. One lurker will fall. The other lurker is still here, so that's going to be very interesting. There's going to be more attacks happening, and Flash once again is going to get mined out soon. And I think Flash is just training. He's not playing the optimal build. He actually could expand right now, but he decided expanding is not the right thing to do. So he's not going to expand, and he's going to be playing just completely with one base. I think it's going to be a moment for him to start to move on. Just massive Hydralis. Massive Hydralis is going to be the way to go here. And what is going to be Flash's plan? He's going to be moving out with some tanks. He's got 4 tanks. He's got only two barracks. He doesn't even have that many barracks. Anyways, the battle is going to begin now. The lurkers can deploy themselves and push these medic marines back. Very nice. We're going to be having siege mode, and looks like Hyun is going to have to back up. Hyun has got enough forces. I think Hyun can actually make some Zerglings as well. I think Zerglings would work very nicely in these kind of scenarios, just because they're so mobile and so cheap, and they actually can attack against tanks very nicely. Of course, you need to complement Zerglings with Hydras and lurkers, I think. Anyways, for the time being, Flash is going to reposition himself a little bit, and of course remember that Flash is still on one base. He's almost mined out in his mineral in his bases. Anyways, we're going to be having the scientists start to attack. The Hydras going to start to attack, and everything's going to get pushed back. The lurkers going to go back home, and they're so damaged. Hyun takes another base. He needs a lot of hatcheries. he need a lot of hatcheries because he's got only 3 hatcheries, which is not, enough to actually pump out forces. There's gonna be some attack. His science vessels is almost dead, but not yet fully destroyed. And it looks like Flash is gonna back up. Do we have some lurker drop in the back? There was a lurker drop somewhere, but it was not able to actually do any kind of damage. And this Overlord is gonna get picked back. There's gonna be some raids looking for that Overlord. That Overlord is almost dead, and indeed he's gonna pick him up and lay him somewhere in the back. I think maybe there's gonna be a battle in the middle map, and more Zerg forces have been destroyed. Yeah. I think, okay, this Overlord hiding in the corner is going to be a nice move by Hyun. Hyun is looking around for some nice attacks. If you can go for some kind of drop inside of Flash's main when Flash is not paying attention, it might be a great idea. Hyun is looking on this other side of the map, and looks like Flash is not aware of that situation. Flash he scans the middle area. He doesn't see any forces, but we're going to be seeing a huge amount of forces coming to this side of the map. He's going to try to go for drop or something like that. I'm not so sure exactly what he's going to be looking for, but anyways, you can see the terrain is so large. This terrain is so large, and the tanks are going to be able to shout every single lurker. The lurkers are so damaged. There's going to be possibly an irradiate also at some point. Hydra is going to start to attack. The only Overlord, in this group is here. If this Overlord gets sniped, then this raids can actually come into attack. Looks like Flash is going to try to corner these forces, and Hyun is going to retreat. Hyun is waiting for more reinforcement from the back. Flash is going to start to attack. Hyun is going to start to attack. He would at least kill one tank. That tank gets D-Matrix, and Hyun get pushed back. What crazy insanity is happening here on this map. Looks like every single forces get pushed back, but I think there's not enough Terran forces, right? I think Zerg has got so much forces in these battles. Anyways, the battle is to the very end. There's going to be more tanks, and behind this, what is Flash's plan? He's making a lot of God knows what, just to boot 2 barracks and nothing else. Anyways, the attack's going to happen now. It's going to be a crazy, insane battle. The lurkers need to go and deploy themselves. One lurker is here. There's going to be more lurkers in the back, and some tanks will fall, I think. But the forward lurker dies, and all of these tanks are still alive. Every single lurker has died, and these tanks are still freaking alive, and it looks like Hyun is going to get pushed back. I think this might be GG. Look at the supply difference. Flash is 73 and Hyun is 51. There's nothing for Hyun here. I mean, I don't know how this works, but I think, making Hydralis, purely Hydras and lurkers was possibly not a good plan. I think having some Zerglings, of course he did not research Zergling with speed. He need to actually research Zerglings with speed if they wish to do that. Maybe the spawning pool, there's a spawning pool. I was thinking that maybe he doesn't even have the spawning pool, but he does have the spawning pool. But anyways, these Hydras need to back up here, and more lurkers look like Flash gonna push forward. This base has been mining for some time, so actually doesn't mind losing it. The raid's getting destroyed. It's gonna be a nice movement behind this. Is Flash expanding or what? He's not expanding. There's gonna be another hatchery here, which is nice for Hyun. The lurker's gonna try to slow down the advancement of the Terran army for a little bit here. These tanks will start to moving forward, and yeah, this hatchery will fall. All of these lurkers gonna back up, and more Hydra is gonna try to hold this area. I think Hyun should try to go for backsnap. He can start to move forces around the right corridor, for example, and go for drop inside of the Terran main. I think, okay, there were some attacks here, guys. So Hyun is actually being quite resourceful, just keeping the Terran at bay. But looks like Flash is gonna be at Hyun's front door. He's gonna try to attack and kill every single Hydralis. He's gonna have to back up. Drones gonna try to transfer themselves towards the other base because you actually need more mineral intake, because this base is also gonna be mined out very soon. These tanks are pushing very hard, and actually Flash is not repairing those tanks. The tanks have been damaged from before. More attacks happening here. Looks like there's gonna be a nice lurker trying to attack, but it looks like Flash is closing in very nicely, and Hyun need to attack now. One scientist will get sniped. Hyun comes in to snipe a tank. This tank will fall. Maybe one tank's fall, but there's gonna be still a lot of tanks in the back. That D-Matrix tank and that science vessel has been alive for the longest time possible, and Hyun gets pushed back once again. Freaking insane game. Hyun 44 supply and Flash 61, and Flash is almost breached this area. Flash is almost mined out. He's almost mined out. Hyun is gonna be just mining for some more time, I think. But GG from freaking goddamn Hyun. This game is goddamn insane. I'm gonna add this game to the list of best game for this year. So please go ahead and buy me a coffee if you will. Thanks a lot for watching, and signing out, namkraftvn. And all of a sudden, Rush is looking good. All of a sudden, Rush is looking good. I thought that Rush is, completely disadvantaged after the opening by Soki, but Soki is gonna be losing this hatchery. At least this hatchery before the Defiler will cast a nice way to snipe the hatchery now. Snipe the hatchery, snipe the hatchery. Oh my God, the hatchery lives. The hatchery freaking got down. Are you kicking like what? What are you doing? What are you doing? You just what are you freaking? The hatchery lives. That was terrible blunder. Only if you can use irradiate against a building.